Hello, hello. I'm Michael's son. This is such a wonderful place. Thanks so much for being here with me today. Excerpt 6 of letter 3 tells us about the multiplication of the loaves and fishes. Please enjoy the reading. Letter 3, Excerpt 6. Multiplication of the loaves and fishes. A woman shouted, "I have a need at this very moment, Master. I am hungry." The people laughed, but then several voices joined in, saying, "We have been with you many hours. You made us walk and walk before you would consent to teach us. We have shown you we are the good sheep. Will you not help us and satisfy our hunger?" I realized that they spoke the truth and felt deep compassion for them. They had followed after me not just for healing, but because they longed to know the truth as it had been given to me by the Father. I had told them that the Father satisfies their needs. This would be an opportunity to show them the power of faith and the power that is God. I would prove to them that nothing is impossible when you truly believe as I believed and perceived. I called my disciples to me and told them to find out if there were any present who had food. They found a young boy with loaves and fishes and brought them to me. I withdrew some way from the crowd and quietly contemplated the loaves and fishes, knowing that they were but God mind power, the substance of all matter made visible. I knew that God mind power was limitless and powerfully active within my consciousness. I knew that the nature of the Father is the fulfillment of need. As I blessed the food, I felt the power flow fully through my mind, body, and hands, and I knew the people's hunger would be satisfied. I did not know how this would be, I just knew it would. I then took the baskets of food and told the disciples to distribute it, feeling absolutely certain that everyone would have as much food as they needed it. As it was broken and passed around, so did it multiply itself until all the throng were fed and satisfied. There were several baskets of leftovers. In this way, I demonstrated that matter, whatever is visible within the universe, is mind consciousness made visible through the vibration of the motes, which science calls particles. Changes in the vibration of motes, hence changes in matter, take place as a result of a powerful, directed, disciplined, focused movement imagery in mind consciousness energy. When one acts purely out of love consciousness to accomplish good for others, the only limits to the Father love work within the world are the limits which man's mind sets upon that work. Such changes in matter can only take place when the consciousness of man is perfectly in harmony and united with the Father universal consciousness. Although there was amazement amongst the people and my disciples when the people were fed in this way, not one of them understood how such a thing was accomplished. They could only conclude this was the greatest miracle they had ever seen. It also confirmed their belief that I was the Son of God. So, how was the reading? This is so sunny here and it is so warm and cozy, lovely. So, let's reread a few lines. In this way, by performing the multiplication of the loaves and the fishes, I demonstrated that matter, whatever is visible within the universe, is mind consciousness made visible through the vibration of the motes, which science calls particles. Changes in the vibration of the motes, hence changes in matter, take place as a result of a powerfully directed, disciplined, focused movement imagery in mind conscious energy. When one acts purely out of love consciousness to accomplish good for others, the only limits to the Father love work within the world are the limits which man's mind sets upon this work. The only limits to the Father love work within the world are the limits which man's mind sets upon that work. Such changes in matter can only take place when the consciousness of man is perfectly in harmony and united with the Father universal consciousness. And in letter 1, the Spirit, speaking as Jesus tells us, I performed my so-called miracles because I realized that the kingdom of God was within me and that I could always rely on my Father Creator to do the work in and through me. Dear brother, divine sister, basically what the Spirit is telling us is that Jesus, being a man like you and me, of this world, of the same physical origins as you and me, begotten from man and woman, ascended in consciousness through a powerful illumination in the desert. But he was still a man, and that is what a man is, a perfectly enlightened man with a powerful knowledge. And it was because of that knowledge. Because he had that knowledge, and that knowledge permeated his entire consciousness. And also, he was absolute faith. His confidence and his divine nature in God the Father was absolute, indestructible, unshakable. And that is why he could perform the miracles. He could actually control the elements. When will you accept the truth, the reality, if you're a Christian, a Catholic, that Jesus was not God in the way that has been presented to us in the known Gospels, in the New Testament that we know? No. He was not the son of some mighty Father above in the heavens. He was a man like us. Of course, he had been designed and honed, perfectly honed, for his mission as a Messiah, yeah, but a Messiah for the entire world. His particular circumstances were that he was born and he appeared in the society of the Jewish society 2,000 years ago. He was born in Nazareth, etc., etc. We know that. He was a man. When will you accept, brother, sister, that you are divine? That you are divine. That will not make that realization, at least when you start to realize that will not make the trick for you like a switch, like an electrical switch. No, you will have to do the work. But you will be helped. You will know that. And you will be helped. But it is you who are totally, entirely, wholly responsible for your life. You have created your life up to this minute, up to this second when you're watching this beautiful lunatic talking to you. Yeah. And it will go on being like that. Wake up, brother. Wake up, sister. This is such a lovely morning, and it is so wonderful to be able
to be standing here and alive and breathing and talking to you. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being here again. Please subscribe to my channel by hitting the button below. Give me a like if you like this video. And thanks so much for sharing with friends. I love you all. I truly do. See you later, alligator.